Traffic number 111, taxi to Holborn, runway 16 left, in the station Lima-Trujillo, and 9 orange, Mike, Quebec, Lima-Trujillo.
Alright. Welcome back to today's stream. Okay, today we are in Lima, Peru, doing another flight of our South America tour. That will take years, but here we are. So this is the legendary plane which I'm using for the tour. And yeah, basically, as you can see here, with a couple of flights in Peru already. This is Trujillo. It's this airport here, and it's gonna be the last to the north. So the next one will just be basically Arequipa and Juliaca, I guess. And then maybe we will go to Bolivia. I don't know if there is something else, but we'll see. But today we have this flight here. So we're taking off from Lima, of course, doing all the coastline and landing in Trujillo. Very interesting landing because runway active is 19er, so this one, so the procedure is like that and then coming back. We will see it later, but yeah, it's a very interesting procedure. Here we are in Lima, by the way. Oops. Fenix A320, let's go. Super ground control, align IRS. Okay. Arm this, no smokings, navigation light. Let's go here, here, here. Import. Yes. Mass and balance, low plane, fast. And I want to connect jetway. Okay. There was a couple of departures. There was a 747 here. Okay. Ah, it's still here. Ah, no. It is connected, I guess. Unless it's one of those. No, it is connected. Okay. Whatever. Okay. These two traffic are doing... No, okay. This guy is going to our same destination. We'll be there way before us, of course. As always, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Oh wow, we have 7 knots of crosswind. Sorry, of tailwind. Okay, it's the period of tailwind today. But I'm gonna show it late. Well, pretty soon. No AirNav AR. Wow. That's very interesting. I missed something. If I do this. Okay. This is very interesting. So this plane, I think we did under AR with this one in Cusco. Okay. Yeah, it's very interesting because sometimes I really have big problem with Fenix and vertical path, and included in AirNav situation. Wow. Wow. Yeah, and PNR is the high precision AirNav approach, basically. That's very interesting. So I don't know if it's a livery condition or is just the Fenix having some problem. I think it's the Fenix because it happened with many liveries, but this is kind of sad. I'm using this plane to do a South America tour. South America is quite full of AirNav AR approach. I'm gonna do it anyway, of course. I don't really care about that. But yeah, good to know, let's say. Good to know. I don't remember I mean, we can check. Probably is a old... My ears every time doing disaster, total out of control. But whatever, who cares? Let me just give a check to something. Leave this. I'm gonna show you.
Lima traffic,
Air Sky 803, pushing back stand 16, facing north from runway 16 left, clean traffic.
Oh my god. Yeah, but like this we'll never, I mean I will stay here 10 years to get single livery. But, so the livery I have installed in this sim is this to 2025, I mean, okay. So, no, okay. It's not the old, probably it's the old plane, it's not the old livery. I mean, whatever. So technically you couldn't do RMPAR approach with this plane. Today we should shoot an AirNav actually, which is not AR. Okay. That's very interesting because I saw the plane in real life and it did a circle to land probably. Can I do that? We're gonna investigate after. Hi Arush. Oh, look at this new feature. I'm flying in Peru. This flight. Let me lower Flippy Pilot first of all. But okay, never mind. Request. Let's go. Okay, flight number is it's this one's Sierra Papa Juliet Charlie, Sierra Papa Romeo Uniform. Lima Papa Echo 2272. Cost index is 21 and altitude 320. IRS align arrive, confirm online. Okay, let's go. Wind request. The departure procedure is pretty typical of Lima, so it's the Teleb to Foxtrot, I guess. Yeah, take off, right turn, over the coastline. Very basic. We're gonna have Los Andes right there. Okay, this is fine. So, flight plan here, departure, runway 16 left. SimBrief is scheduling runway 34 is not correct. In real life, they're using 16 left, so be aware of the other traffic on VATSIM. But for what I'm hearing, the people are using the correct one. The people. Transition Eastern, and then like that. Okay. Oh wow, RS already aligned. Great. Alright. I mean, we are ready for pushback. Initial climb 6,000. Let's see. Okay. Let's remove the company message. All right. Oof. This is the guy that talked, I think. Let's see if he's in new. Oh no, he's right there. Boarding fee. Oh well, yeah, we forgot to calculate performance. So, departure 16 left. That's correct. This box stays on. That calculate. Send to MCDU and also send the final load sheet. Okay, init this page. That's fine. Performance 148, 149, 149 for laps 1 down 0.1 and 6.2 here. This and flight plan. Great. Transponder 2000 on. Yeah, we can push. So we're gonna push. Of course, in November. Then Lima. Holding point running 16. Okay. Let's go. start. Release parking brake. No, no standby. Oh my god, great. I forgot the AP. Oh boy. Great GPU. Can you start? That's a nice test anyway, so we can see what we lost. Never happened to me with the Phoenix, I'm really curious. In the past you would have lost everything basically. My bad, of course. Let's see if IRS are aligned, all this stuff. Okay, we do have the flight. No, we lost everything. Okay. But IRS are aligned apparently? Yeah, we lost everything. That makes sense. I'm really curious to see. No, IRS are not aligned. Are they? I don't understand. So Lima Papa Echo 2272. Cost index to 1. Cruise altitude 320. Ah no, RS should be aligned actually. That's gonna make us, of course. Doesn't look like that to me. Let's see the procedure here. Departure, runway 16 left, and the telex to Foxtrot. Ah yeah, they are aligned. Okay, great. That's very good news. It's gonna make us be back on track pretty fast. This and this, we should be fine already, to be honest. Yeah, performance is here. Let's check that. Okay, yeah, we're right, quite okay already. Also now this is on, we can disconnect that. Seatbelts. Alright. Continue the pushback. Ah no, we have to do it from scratch. Lima traffic, Latam Peru 2272, pushing back on November. Oh, again the chokes, oh my god. Okay. What's happening? Not that. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Transponder and beacon lights. This and that. 6000, that's correct. QNH is correct. There is no traffic here. Yeah, this is a new part of the airport, so if you don't have the scenery, you're not gonna have it, basically. That's why most of people are right there, as you can see. Finally back on the Phoenix, by the way. Yeah. It's needed sometime. So again, we have to be sure that everyone is taking off from running 16. Because again, sim brief is scheduling 3-4. Okay, starting number 2. Let's go. Cost train. Transponder is on. Company message. Pushback completed. Parking brake. This accept. Here. Let's go.
We recommend that you keep it fastened.
Let's go to hear the sound of the juicy
Masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start
of the big Phoenix.
Put the mask over your nose and mouth.
So now there is blue line, yeah. Okay, orange line is okay. Now it's a little different. Yeah, that makes sense. Plenty of traffic. We are 4 now. I count 4. I count. Sorry, 1 is taxing it here. 1 is me, so 2. 1 is there, and 1 is here. So it's 4 traffic. Why is saying 3 here? Okay. 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 Engine started. APU bleed off. APU off. Taxi light. This. Flaps 1.
We hope you have a great flight.
And predicted wind shear. This terrain and flight control down 0.1. Let's go. Lima traffic, Latam Peru taxiing November and Lima runway 16 left. Mind. Okay. Navigraph went crazy. Okay, let's try to be proper with the rudder pedal. We don't want to have any rudder pedal issue. Phoenix model, okay. Let's see if I can fly properly the Phoenix today, because you know I'm not flying it that often anymore, and yeah, my quality is degrading incredibly in this plane. I can't fly it anymore properly, because I mean it's not an easy plane to fly, of course, and yeah, that can make things quite difficult if you don't fly it constantly, especially during the flare. You know that every plane needs a different flare technique in the sim. Even if you're flying a D320 from 2 different developers, this time was tremendously bad. But I have cable. Okay. So yeah, let's see if we can make a proper flight. IPU is shutting off, yeah. Taxi light is on. I'm gonna turn on run it, turn off. Since yeah, we have this bad storm here. Not bad storm, sorry, bad fog. Okay, there is a plane there. There is a plane.
Traffic, Garrett Sky 803 now, 16 left and departing on Italian 3 Foxtrot departure Lima traffic.
We're taxiing so fast. I don't know why. Takeoff config norm. Great. Or slow down a bit. I mean, we don't have to rush like these guys doing the race. Okay. Everyone is landing properly, right? Okay, this is lining up. Slow down the taxi. And we do have that one, which I have no idea what it is because it's not talking. Okay, it's just a free train. Okay, this guy going. Bye. Oh, I'm so fast. I don't know, sometime I mean idle, so sometime this plane used to taxi so fast, other so slow. And we do have headwind. I mean the wind is ahead of us because we do have tailwind taking off. This guy's lining up or what? Ah, it's this one, I guess. Taxing, yeah.
Pero Colombia 585, vamos a victoriar. Rumbo 259 a la izquierda y entrando al. Tenemos prueba de esto.
Yeah, this thing you can't really do on VATSIM. You can talk another English that is not English. Sorry, another English, I say. Another language that is not English. If there is no controller. Of course, in Unicom you have only to use English. Technically, I guess it's mandatory English in all the sim, but yeah, if there is a controller, it's gonna answer you. Probably. I don't even know the call sign of that guy. I guess it's him. Okay, let's see. I think he wrote. Okay. Let him go. Strobe lights. Oh, I do have taxi. Oh, okay, it's on. So yeah, you can't really talk Spanish, for example, in Unicom. For sure in Unicom you can't. Come on, man.
Lima traffic. Sky 803 passing 3,300 feet clear from my 16 left.
Okay, it's going finally. Lima traffic, Latam Peru 2272 lining up. 16 left behind. D departing traffic. Okay. Let's go. I think he's doing a... No, wait a sec. He's doing a rolling or what? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what is... Okay, yeah, it's good. Let's go. Let's line up and wait. So 3-8 now. Okay, rotating. Airborne. Oops. Okay. Let's wait 1 minute. Landing light. No lights on takeoff. I don't see them in the transponder, by the way. Okay. Parking brake set. Transponder is on. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see him. I don't know where this guy is going. Okay, he's going. Wow, Manaus. It's very long. No, no, it's this one. No, no, yeah. It's this one. Yeah, we also have to be aware about this traffic. Okay. Lima traffic, Peru 2272 taking off 16 left. Brake release. Ok, men flex SRS ranuje to teraz blue. right. One, rotate. Pause rate, gear up. There you have Lima, Peru. This side and this side as well, in this foggy condition. So we're back here immediately. We have to follow the flight director now, because it's plenty of traffic around us. Autopilot. Lever climb. Thrust climb. Okay. So we do have a traffic, yeah. Okay, it's him. We have to be aware of him. Acceleration. We don't have any constraint, and speed constraint. And speed check. Flaps up. This close doesn't look that good. Okay, the other traffic is right in front of us. Now it's right there. Look at him. And on the turn. Okay, we can go direct Taleb. Let's go. Wow, look at that. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, what's the sound? Look at the fog around the area. Let's see if we're able to see some mountains today. We are in Lima, we are in Los Andes. Very close to that at least. Oh, there we go. Lima Airport, running 16 left. We just took off from here. There are some traffic on final there. I mean, about to be on final. Oh, not really, actually. And the other landing? Nice. Oh my god, this guy's landing 3-4. I think this guy is landing 3-4. No, maybe not. What he's doing? What? Okay, that's wrong for sure. I don't know. It's him. Continue climb. On the turn. Yeah, because it's the classic. I don't know about landing, but taking off is simply scheduling an opposite runway compared to real life, and this is the typical situation that provoke some strange stuff. As you can imagine, people using two opposite runways is not the best, of course. Standard already. And there we have Lima Airport. And sometimes there are people that no matter what, even if everyone else is using the runway, I mean the correct runway, they are using the opposite. They don't care at all. Like, I don't know this guy what he's doing here. Hopefully he's just holding somehow. Or stuff like that. There we go. Look at this place, by the way. Look at this city. With Los Andes acceleration. Just a sec. Landing lights off. Seatbelts off. Okay. Look at this place. Incredible. You can do some very interesting ops in Lima. The only problem about Lima Airport again is that default one is completely wrong because yeah, there is a new terminal. You know that 2024 map is still I mean, it's still quite old. They are doing some improvement here and there on the airport. But yeah, this terminal is completely yeah, it doesn't exist basically on the sim. So you need a scenery. I don't remember the name, unfortunately, at the moment. But yeah, you can do some research, and find some proper scenery. Continue climb 200. We have to climb flight level 320 for the flight of today. Let's keep enjoying the area. A lot of boats I'm noticing. Look at that. Very interesting. And we took off from here. Look at that. Flight's gonna take 45 minutes more or less. It's not a long flight at all. This guy is over talking. Okay, yeah, probably is landing 16 now. True departure. Tango November Charlie Alpha. Tango November Charlie Alpha. Ah, it's here. Interesting. Very long flight. Very long flight. I mean, it's gonna take hours. I guess like 5 hours? Something like that. It's super long. No, maybe not 5 hours. No, not 5 hours. But 3 hours, 4 hours for sure. We did Quito to Lima and was 2-hour flight, so well, yeah, probably 4 hours. We can check. I mean, Tango November Charlie Alpha. No, okay, it's not that. Well, 3 hour minimum. Even more, 3 hours and a half probably. Okay. Let's go back to our flight plan and continue climb. Zoom out. Okay, let's go direct to Israel now. Okay. Climb 260. Look at this. So I wanted to fly the A380 today, but it's basically impossible for me. I mean, I can fly it. The live stream will be so bad, super laggy. My PC is not. I mean, it's a good PC. Started to have some here. 2 years and a half now. Oh yeah, 4070. An Nvidia E9 A9 actually. CPU. So 64 gigabyte of RAM is not a bad PC at all, but yeah, the problem is that basically playing like the A380 doesn't use the resources that is provided by MSFS 2024. I think, at least. Okay, let's go to the final. Because yeah, so there is this I think it's called LOD or something like that. The Fenix use it in a recent update. I mean since a recent update actually. So what it does is basically you're not loading all the plane. So if you're switching areas, it's basically instant. You can even notice that. Maybe no, it's basically impossible to even notice. But yeah, long story short, the plane is not completely loaded. Only the area you're watching is actually loaded full resolution. And when you do view change, it's gonna switch, of course. That, of course, it's very, I mean, makes way lighter to fly a plane, performance-wise, of course. Oh my god. And since the A320 it's just it's not a native, sorry, not the A320, the A380 from fly-by-wire is not native for 2024, but it's just 2020 plane with 2024 compatibility. Yeah, you basically can't really. Oh my god, we have to have enough in the Fenix even today, which literally can't do it. I'm just realizing. We're gonna go visual, but yeah, it doesn't have this function, and that's probably one of the reasons because it's so heavy on performance. But even with that, there are of course developers that, I mean, found a turnaround probably because PMDG, I don't think the 777 is using this technology, and 777, you know, PMDG performance is just insane every time. I mean, that is so good. Also inhibits in the A350 now, we saw yesterday, it's fine, let's say. In the meantime, let me insert the arrival. Nav 20. Vulcan 1 via Irepo. Okay, we're gonna check it later. So yeah, unfortunately, on the current situation, for me, it's basically impossible to bring you the A380 in live. And I think it's gonna take probably years to be fixed. You know, fly-by-wire is a very slow project. It's free, of course, free development. But yeah, the downside of that is they are super slow. I mean, you probably well know that after 6 years, basically, yeah, 6 years, still there are some very old, not really bug, but missing function. You well know probably that in the A320neo the cost index doesn't do anything to your performance, and the MCDO is not split. So yeah. Before talking about performance, before talking about a native version of for 2024, I think will take some years. It's fine, I mean, I will not fly it. It's just that we will fly the A320 sometimes, maybe once every 6 months, unless there is a big update release. Also, I mean, the Fenix doesn't make much sense to me. But yeah. Okay, we are direct to Isren. Probably can go direct to... Oh boy, look at this mess of traffic. This guy is still here. Wow. Okay. Let's go direct to Vulcan. Yeah. Which is the first waypoint of our arrival, sorry. We're climbing super slow today. 26,000 feet, 1,000 feet per minute. Quite slow. For sure. So yeah, unfortunately we don't have big planes to fly, super big, I mean. 7.4, you know, it does have some problem as well. Loading, I mean, mainly weight and balance, stuff like that at the moment. We will see in the next sim update if they bring up, which is, I mean if they bring up some fix, but yeah, which is, as you well know probably. Okay, I don't remember the 7.4, maybe it was still, even in 2020, quite bad, the loading system. I remember I was enjoying the 7.4 quite a lot. Now, after a year and a half of 2024, still not able to use it happily. And also, another thing I was thinking about is that We do have the Beluga, we do have this the Dream Lifter 7.4. That we don't have any sim brief profile, which is kind of a shame, of course. Probably there are out there to download, but yeah, I mean, Builds, for example, why don't you do a sim brief profile for your Beluga? Would be great to use it sometimes. I don't know if it's not prohibited because they did it for the. I mean, maybe it's not Builds doing it, but yeah, they did it for the A330, they did it for the A320 Neo. So yeah, it's not like MSFS making you, I mean, forcing you to use their flight planner, which is horrible. But yeah, it's just them, they don't want. It's just horrible. Let's give a check. I mean, sometime we have to do this. Flight planner. So some live ago I was talking about how to use free charts. I was mentioning SkyVector for US, Autoroute for Europe. I completely forgot that now if you do have Flight Simulator, I mean an Xbox account, you have this stuff completely for free. This is not correct, by the way. The daylight, day-night line here. But long story short, you have every chart here. I mean, we're flying from Lima today. You go here, you click here, open charts. There we go. Everything. Everything you need. This is a very cool feature to have. I would have dreamed to have something like this in the past. This stuff should also be able to schedule flight. I mean, to give you a flight plan, but it's super bad, basically. Yeah. First of all, there is no way to remove your previous flight, so you have to do it manually, waypoint by waypoint. What is that? Why did this is completely wrong? I mean, the true day-night line is this one. I don't know why there is that. Maybe because the flight is scheduled on a specific date. So yeah, can I cancel everything? Like that. Let's see what's happening. Save. Okay, everything disappear. Great. So for example, first of all, you only have the plane from the simulator itself. But yeah, as you can see here, if I go A320 Neo, performance data not available. ATR is available. Wow, that's very. No, sorry, not available. 7.8, it's available. Wow, let's try with the 7.8. So we pick up the 7.8 route. Let's do the fly of today. How do I do it? Route. Okay, from no Sierra Papa Juliet Charlie to Sierra Papa Uniform. Are we landing here? No. Yeah. Uniform Romeo. Correct. No, it's Romeo Uniform. No, okay, it's here. Sierra Papa Romeo Uniform. You get this. So yeah, you have to choose your own autoroute. Wait. Oh my god, what is that? This is so wrong. Yeah. And the run is wrong as well. No, runway 20. Approach is the VAR-DME Alpha. Interesting approach. Change procedure. RMP. Gen 2. Okay. No, not Gen 2, right? No, E-Repo, sorry. This is of course the flight plan we are doing today. I mean, look at same brief. But it does something at least. Of course, you can't use something like that on VATSIM. You can even file this flight plan on VATSIM probably. But it's something. Change procedure. eRepo. Okay. That's better. I like the holding here. So, we do have this. But the problem is that if you go here, you don't have any... Like, any... First of all... Oh, wow, that's cool. Yeah, we're completely... I mean, this is the same thing you get from SimBrief. Fuel... Okay, fuel, this is not correct, of course. But it's the 7.8. It's the 7.8. That's very interesting. Let me select this. No, but it's in pounds, so it's wrong anyway. Right. Yeah, 8.9er doesn't make any... I mean, I don't know. Because I have 1 hour of extra fuel, it can make some sense. Click to set payload. Randomize load. Okay. 75 passenger. GA flight. What's that? Domestic. International. Yeah, and this is the status. Is basically the release of this stuff. It's. I mean, they do some changes, but not much, to be honest. Yeah, it's really hard to use, I have to say. You don't even have the cruise altitude. Okay, now you have the car. This is cool. But yeah, look at that. So 8.9er. Payload 82.1 tons. So if we change it, we should have a change in the fuel as well, of course. But as you can see now, payload 8. It does change. 8.7. I don't think that's a correct change because, I mean, 0.2 tons of difference. But at least it did change. And now, okay, now increase. So we reduce the payload and we increase the fuel. Okay. Oh my god. Auto cruise. Yeah, 320. Cost index. I don't know. But yeah, it's very bad. You don't really have airplane profile. So yeah, it's missing everything. Unfortunately. And you can't use paper plane there. But you have charts. So small solution, you can use SimBrief for free. It's not gonna schedule you with the recent IRAC. With the most recent IRAC at least. I don't know which one we will use, but you will have the access to charts all around the world. Okay, destination data. Yeah, for sure. We are about to descend. I already loaded the arrival procedure. Yes. Okay. The other traffic already land. All right. What's this? We did the AirNav or not? Yes. Same procedure we're gonna do. I mean, we're not really about to descend still. Zoom in. No, 40 miles still. So yeah, it's good. It's good for chart, let's say. Yeah, you have not a single developer plane. That was so cool way they presented it. Okay, we're gonna give you an alternative. A free alternative to Navigraph. Wow. No. This is not really an alternative to Navigraph at all. Wow, look at this place. I love places like that. So yeah, but you do have charts again. Ah, well, look at that. What's this though? Is the range, I guess. This is the range. I guess, at least. Unless that is the... day-night. I don't know. No, I mean, so that means that... I mean, can be. No, it's not. No, the shape should be like that. On the opposite side now. What is this? If that's the daylight. I think this is the range of the plane. From some random point. But yeah, unfortunately... Okay, cancel this, save that. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have any way to use this for now. They did a lot of job on the map, on the... Look at this. On the area. Do we have VFR report? Okay, yeah, but... okay, yeah, it's correct. This is our VFR waypoint in Italy. Unfortunately, you don't really have the proper name. I mean, Papa Hotel Sierra Whiskey 1 is not what you should tell to the controller. And as you can see in Navigraph VFR chart, you do have the correct Italian name of it. Okay. Not really making a comparison with Navigraph. I think in the current situation is like not significant clouds. Visibility. Oh well, minimum VFR. It's actually impossible to have something even similar to this. Navigraph is so ahead of time. And now they add even this stuff here. Which is not so significant, bro, but we finally have something to calculate distance, which I don't know how to trigger. What's that? Oh wow, that's cool. Wow, I like it. Yeah. Ah, it's this, I guess. Yeah. We finally have something like that. That's very cool. Finally, I mean. Took 10 years, but yeah. It's basically impossible to match Navigraph at the moment. Especially with the last updates, we do have VFR charts. Basically, yeah, it's so ahead of anything else. I mean, so much here of experience. You know. It's kind of the main tool for simulation. Don't buy a plane, buy Navigraph. If you really have to choose something, buy Navigraph, because yeah, it's gonna completely change your simulation life. Yeah, we can go down just perfect 0. Let's go down now. Okay, descend 283. Speed on me 280. Destination data. Not this. Performance. Next. Okay. QNH 1010. Oops. Temperature 24. The minima 600. Oh my god. Wind is 170, 8 knots. Okay. Nice. Hopefully it's gonna be fine. this. 65.1. The runway is pretty long, it's 3,000 meter. Oh my god, minimum landing weight. Okay, auto brake my medium. We can land, I mean. We can land anyway. You know, this is a typical situation that can happen with the Fenix. So loading you a little bit more than the needed. The plane is not really a concern. We are 600 kilos above the minimum landing weight. I don't think it's structural, so that I don't know actually. I never searched for it. Let's do it now, I guess. Oops. Okay. Yeah, we have to go down as well, way faster than this. Okay. Let me search one sec. I think it's just specific considering the weather condition and the runway. So A320 CO maximum landing weight. Maximum is 65 tons. Sorry, 66 tons. 60 alternative variant 64.5, 67.7. So yeah, I think it's considering, of course, the specific airport. Indeed, if you check here, takeoff weight, it's matching. Maximum landing weight 64.5, 64.5. This is 1.5 tons below what I just found on the web. Open descent. Okay. So yeah, I guess this is just the fact that we are landing overweight considering the procedure and everything. I mean, doesn't make much sense, since as you can see with auto brake medium we can land here easily, and with auto brake max way easier. I mean, even easier, sorry. And but yeah, okay, we have the new wind. Doesn't make any change. Either the Fenix is kind of wrong on the maximum landing weight, or I don't know. But anyway, it's fine. We're gonna land okay, 600 kilo now, probably we're gonna land 200-300 kilos overweight. But since it's not structural, it's actually like not landing overweight. Because you can land overweight a plane. It's not the best, of course, but you can. You just don't have to smash it on ground in that case. I mean, less than what you could do normally. Also, as always, this is not showing me at all our condition on the vertical path, as you well know. But we are 60 miles from the airport, 24,000 feet. We have to do all the procedures, so I think we are pretty fine continuing descending like this. Okay, traffic disconnect. La Paz, that's a cool flight. Another short on top of that. Long time we don't fly in Peru. Last time we flew here was... Ah, okay, it was 4 months ago. Yep, a long time we don't fly in Peru for sure. Okay, continue descend 10,000 feet. So our destination airport should be... Okay, we have a bay here. Okay, this is that. And the city should be here. No, it's after that, I guess. It's like behind here. Yeah, it's like here probably. Okay. Well, we got minimum VFR condition on the departure. Now in Lima it's VFR condition, and here is minimum VFR condition on the contrary. But yeah, we're doing fine. I mean, we're gonna do fine. No problem. We can ask ChatGPT. Let's see. Why the Fenix A320 has a maximum landing weight of 64.5 tons. Come directly from the real Airbus 320 certification. Okay, ChatGPT is saying that it's 64.5. Now we're gonna ask. Okay, no, that's correct. So, because he says that 64.5 is the common baseline, 66, which we found before, is the higher weight variant. So there is indeed a A320 capable to land 66.0 tons. Not this variant probably. So in this case we have to be aware a little bit about the touchdown. Okay, 40 miles. We're still pretty high. I'm gonna use some speed brake now. Expedite a bit the descent. Okay. Let's go down a bit faster now. For a couple of miles. Again, you can land overweight. This is kind of a problem, let's say, because many times I have this, so not many times, but it's not that rare to have a 500 kilos of overweight, because SimBrief is scheduling you at estimate landing weight, which is wrong most of the time. We're gonna burn some fuel, especially during approach, but we're not gonna burn 600 kilos. There is no way. No way we're gonna burn so much. Like, I'm gonna fly like the approach to kind of VNAV or nav in the boy, so selecting manually the altitude and everything. I will try to hit approach before Romeo Uniform 754, and let's see what happens. Even before Romeo Uniform 756 I can try. Yeah. Go around is 6,000. Okay, we can descend 3,000. Let's continue descent fast. I'm gonna slow down the plane below 10,000 feet, of course. This is destination. Okay, 11,000 feet. I'm gonna set 250 knots here and arm approach. Approach arm. Okay. 250 knots. Landing. Sorry, seat belts. Lights on. And down we go. Landing lights. Okay. Let's monitor the blue arrow. We want to level off before Romeo Uniform 756 to slow down a bit, at least set flaps 1. So we are doing fine for the moment. I'm gonna maintain speed breakout. We have to level off, we have to slow down the descent. Yeah, we have some stuff to do, so let's be prepared. Look at this play, I can see some small volcano there, which probably are not that small at all. Okay. We found an interesting approach today. Why do we have the 3D stuff? No. I don't want it. Wow, we are below the vertical deviation. I don't trust this stuff at all, as you well know. Probably it's correct today. Yeah, let's continue descent a bit for the moment. I want to be sure to make... because again, you have to level off. So at 5,000 feet, I'm gonna reduce vertical speed 2,000. Hit speed on manage. And 4,000 feet vertical speed 1,000. Slow down the plane properly. So don't get with your... For example, if you have to be 3,000 feet at Romeo Uniform 756 to initiate your approach, don't have the blue arrow pointing right there, because you can level off like a crazy from 3,000 feet per minute to 0. But it's not realistic. Usually you want descent. You want to have a vertical speed which match your distance to your final altitude or leveling off altitude. Practical example of today. If we are at 5,000 feet, which is gonna happen soon, we have to have maximum 2,000 feet of vertical speed. This is a real stuff that A320 pilot does, in some airline at least. And I can guarantee you, because I know one and he told me that. So I'm pretty sure. Okay, 2,000 feet per minute. Speed brake off and armed. Speed on manage. Okay, this of course. 10110. 10110. Okay, we are 500 kilos overweight at the moment. And level off. Not level off, but 1,000 feet per minute now. So pitch up. As you can see now, the blue arrow. Okay, we are of course doing pretty fine still. But yeah, we're gonna take our space. We're not behind the plane and anything like that. Let the plane slow down. Turn on the terrain possibly. Increase a little bit of this. And let it happen slowly. This is the airport. Yeah, this is the runway. Look at this place. You know that I'm trying to find interesting airports during this tour of South America. So every flight should be interesting, at least when we go from the main one, which is Lima, Peru, now to the new destination. And okay, today I can confirm it is. Look at this place. Los Andes there. We have to do also a very interesting approach with this elevation you can see there. Level off. Also asked to my pilot friend what they do if you have a terrain warning in a procedure that it's impossible to don't have it, then they switch off terrain. That's a procedure they do. So of course they have like a list of procedure, not a list, but of course they have all their specific about procedure, and in some of them there is GPWS warning, turn off terrain, something like that. Look at this, by the way, that's very interesting already, because we have this terrain here and there. Go around 6,000. Let's hit approach. Okay. So the plane should follow the vertical path now. Let's see if it does. Speed check flaps 1. Okay, vertical deviation. This and this. Speed checks. Gear down. Okay, as you saw, intercepted vertical deviation. Speed check, flaps 2. Okay. I want the plane to slow down quite fast now.
2000.
Wow, look at this. Oh my god. Okay, on the turn,
Terrain ahead. Pull.
disregard,
Terrain ahead. Pull.
as we said. Speed check, flaps 3. Okay.
Terrain ahead. Pull
And flaps
up.
full.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Wow, look at this. Look at this. It's foggy a bit, which is kind of sad, but what a place. Look at this place. Very, very interesting approach. Amazing approach, actually. And the vertical deviation is working fine today, which is very good. Weight is 400 kilos above maximum landing weight. Well, we're gonna lose another couple of, another 100 kilos probably, because now the engine is kicking in, and we are very low, so we are burning a lot of fuel per second. I don't see the runway still, but we are still turning, of course. I see it now. Probably you don't. I don't know if you do. Okay, runway is there, by the way. I don't know why this is completely gone. Okay, never mind. Okay. I see the runway. Autopilot off. It's kind of offset. Looks like.
500.
Okay, let's go.
100 above. 400.
Oh, don't level off too much.
Minimum 400.
Continue. Need to see the final weight. Okay, same as before. Okay, don't get too distracted.
300.
Let's try to go visual now.
Retard. 10. 5.
Touchdown, reverse. Okay. Reverse in manual braking. Alright, welcome to Trujillo. Not to break off. Start APU immediately. That was okay, I mean, we float a little bit. Yeah, that was quite intentional. Because, yeah, I didn't want the plane to touch down too hard since we are overweight. A bit. Okay, let's try to turn properly. Not like a crazy. I don't know why this my phone completely gone. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's park there. You're starting. Props up. And this. No, my phone doesn't want to be connected. Okay, never mind. Yeah, because I cross-checked the live stream from here, but whatever, means that we're not gonna have it today. Let's try to exit this runway in the meantime. That was cool. Oh wow, it touched down very hard actually. Yeah, not very hard, but way harder than... I mean, I think sometimes this Volanta stuff is not that correct, to be honest. I don't know, but yeah, sometimes it's really strange. Maybe it is, I don't know. It felt like way... Sometimes, I mean... Also, I just edited a landing around 350, and was... Also the sound, because the plane have a sound for that, was completely smashing like crazy. And today, no sound at all. Very similar vertical speed. That's pretty strange. Okay. But anyway, never mind. It doesn't really matter. Let's park here. Alright. Okay. There we go. Parking brake set. APU is running, I guess. Yes, it is. Engine off. Transponder off. Taxi light. I switched them off, but not enough, probably. D-board. Go here, ground, left, right door, stairs, sorry, left and left door, stairs, AP off. Second time today, oh my god. Great. I can't do it properly. I'm really messing with the electrical of the... What the fuck was that? The electrical... Wow, look at this. Pretty cool. Nice. I mean, it's a very good livery, this one. Look at that. Wow. Alright. There we go. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you a nice... Why my phone is not working? I'm already tilting about that. Or maybe it is. No. I wish you a nice evening. If you like, subscribe, and see you next time.